Hello there, welcome back to Kitchen Sink Pack. Today we're playing Kitchen Sink Pack, and yes. So, in Kitchen Sink Pack, I have actually been doing stuff. I've made the base. Almost finished the base. I've made a new barrel as well for oil, but I want to get started on the actual method of using a very interesting method of using oil. We're going to investigate thermal oil. Well, actually, we got other stuff we need to do first. Like, technically, we should probably finish the tier 5 ore processing setup. We should probably... Yeah, we're going to do all of this today, but not in this episode. Okay, so I'm going to do it all today, probably. But not in this episode. What the heck is this? Why is it just in the ground? Like, why? Also, another thing, 112 version does really badly of extended edition HPM mod. These things don't instantly process oil until they get to 100. So once they get to 100, they do the actual oil processing. This is so stupid and inefficient because that's not how that should work. It should just constantly be running anytime it gets to 10. Like, you know, like anytime you hit 10, it gets, you know, all the stuff through, or like even 1, because on 710 Bobcat managed to do that. He managed to make it so it just constantly runs, I guess. I have no clue how these work. Maybe it's because my boiler is not fast enough, but I shouldn't need 10 of these boilers that are outputting 3,000 thermal units to do this. And plus, these shouldn't be out. These should output way more than that, I feel like. I think this is kind of an issue, like an actual big issue. Anyway, so we need to... What do we need to do today? So last episode we made the chlorine stuff, I think. We made stuff for chlorine production. Today we need to do some more stuff for this. Probably the first thing I should do is remove the pulverizer and compactor machines from this area, and then get started to assemble the next thing, which is going to be probably the actual chemical dissolution chamber. We'll have to check at mechanism, because it will tell us at mechanism, because this will tell us what we actually need to do for this. There's bins, there's all kinds of stuff. I did make more steel for whatever we might want to make today, so like if we want to make something ridiculous, then we can do that as well. Infusing factory, what the heck? Sonic factory. There's only like 5 machines in mechanism, and all of the machines, they go together to make some stupid stuff. Chemical washer is what we're going to need, I believe. Okay, so let's check the chemical washer. Water, iron slurry. Okay, so we're going to need that today. Well, it's not that bad to make this thing, actually. So that's actually nice, is that it takes like that much to make it. But, as you can see, energetic infuser. What the? No, I don't need to know about that. But anyway, how do we get iron slurry? Is from this guy. So chemical dissolution chamber as well is going to also be important today. And they're all just... These are easy machines, actually. These are, like, way easier than anything else we've made. Anyway, so something I want to do is clear this out. I told you I would make the floor nice, and I ended up just making all the walls nice. Maybe I should take you all to my Greg Tech world to show you all that place. It's pretty nice. But, here we are making chemical injection chamber, correct? Yes. So I will need to make chemical washer, do stuff. This is going to be probably the easiest part for us to begin with. We'll need to start our steel production. This is one of the things I've done, is I worked on the steel because we are out of steel, basically. Or we were out of steel, basically. My trick is to use this guy, config this guy, have him do this stuff, pull it out of the ground, and then once I pulled like a stack out, I take it over to pulverizer, who's not even there anymore. Pulverize the ore to get 4, which is not the most efficient way to do it, but is the best way that we have access to. Now it gives us 3, but you could get 4 if you use the tectonic initiator or whatever the heck it's called. I'm not building that today. I do like the actual thermal expansion machines though, and I wish I could use them a lot more. Although, there's better alternatives, which is why I'm probably not going to use them very much. So this is our actual casting for now. We're going to be casting out steel. Ferro uranium. I wonder if that's important. It is, definitely. So we need to put down this thing. And we need to put down, take this thing off the wall. Oh, I used the right tool for it this day. My actual metak, the following hatchet, is about to break. So that's a problem. Let's cast out that steel now. We're casting steel ingots very fast now. Perfect. This is what I use this guy for, is when I need to do bulk smelting. Like, I don't want to do that with energy. It would cost so much energy, dude. Okay, so we'll need to make osmium. No, we have osmium, so we're good on that. What does the chemical washer need again? He needs 4 circuits. Let's check in our bins for circuits. Bump, 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 bump. 1, 2. 2 circuits. That's not going to be enough, but for this guy, it will probably not be enough as well. Okay, so we're going to need 8 circuits for all of them. Let's go ahead and just make our circuits ourselves this time. Let's not even bother with that. Let's just go ahead and shove in 8 of these guys. We got even more osmium up here. We can just start cooking this up. Fry it in there. Boom. Perfect. We're making stuff. Yeah, this place feels a lot smaller now that I've got all the walls up, which is good, because I didn't like the way it felt before. It was too big. Anyway, I'll need more actual turbines for that thing, probably, when I actually go to make the lithium setup for making lithium. We're almost done with the entire mechanism ore processing line, which is the only reason they even play mechanism is for the ore processing. It's just so good. You just end up with, it's not realistic. The ore processing is not realistic. You can turn salt and ACL into HCl by just shoving it into this slot here, and it turns it right into that. You want to see an example? I don't have any of the nuclear craft salt to show you, but basically, mechanism salt is just HCl, and that does not make any sense at all. We're gonna stop talking about this because every time I think about this, it just hurts. It just hurts. It's not right. It's like, yeah, you can turn salt into HCl, but you're telling me that this one machine can do that right here. It's the chemical injection chamber that, like, I just am throwing in a piece of salt and it's just turning that into HCl. I mean, what is this, a meter by 1 meter? It's like the size of a washing machine, and it can do that. I mean, it would this machine is meant as a chemical injection chamber. I do not believe there's actually stuff in this machine that makes the salt into HCl. That's what this machine does. He makes chlorine and hydrogen into HCl. Hydrogen chloride, which is a gas, of course, and that gets dissolved in water to make hydrochloric acid, but I'm not going to question how this is working, where it just takes the hydrogen chloride to do whatever the heck it's doing. But anyway, so getting the salt from the thermal evaporation. Evaporating water does not make brine. What is this? You're evaporating water, right? I mean, I guess you could be concentrating the water, which might make it into brine, kind of. Well, into a much more concentrated salt water, I guess. I guess that would be brine. Okay, so I'm guessing that's how that's working, right? I can have that in my head canon. I think that would be perfectly fine. It gets to here, right? You're not gonna be getting pure sodium and chlorine out of that. You're not, because it's water and salt. Okay, you see what I mean? Every time I think about this, I just go on like a massive rant. And so we need to stop talking about that because it's so stupid. Like every single episode, I go, yes, you cannot make salt into HCl because this is not how this works, and then we just keep getting deeper and deeper in this rabbit hole. Anyway, this is saying that, hey, if I crystallize this brine and put the salt in this thing, then or put a salt into the melter, and then did the salt for this thing, then yeah, it makes perfect sense. Unless this automatically evaporates all of the water out of the salt and then somehow melts it down. And I don't believe it does that. Because that would I don't know, maybe. It just looks like an electrolysis machine, honestly, and I believe it's implied that it just does electrolysis and not actually doing the other stuff. I don't think it does the other stuff. Like, what is this? Why is it doing it in such a weird way? And also, yeah, I think I'm done with that line of questioning. I think I'm, like, actually tired of saying this. But we're gonna get to more stuff that's stupid soon enough. So, you can be excited for when I get to that. Whoa. Look how much is in there. 30 blocks of steel? Remember, we just craft the actual coal powder and iron powder together, and that gives you like twice as much out. So, guys, we have made too much steel. Alright, so we actually need to make some stuff for this. We need to make this thing. What is this thing? The chemical dissolution chamber, my friends. We are making the chemical dissolution chamber. That's right, we are making the chemical dissolution chamber. The worst machine, I think, well, not yet. I don't think it's the worst machine yet, because I haven't seen it to be the worst machine. Hey, I can't turn on my bookmarks in crafting station. What is this? You're going to take one of my buckets and throw it down the drain. What's this? Anyway. Alright, so we've got that out of the way. We can actually just start doing this stuff. And we're going to put together a pressurized tank. Check this out. I will put this in bottom of crafting station like so. I'll put in this, and this. And we're done. One other thing before we can finish this crafting station is we must find... Oh, there's 2 circuits in that bin. Where's the rest of the circuits? I'm pretty sure Did I use all of the other IC2 circuits, or have I don't know. You tell me if I've used all the IC2 circuits. Here's the chemical washer. I don't know what the heck this thing is gonna be doing. So, I mean... What's it look like on the actual... It takes fluids in from this side, the biggest side, I think. And then for the sides... I have no clue why it had such a big side on the top. But, anyway. Yeah, you see, this is a problem. I'm not too sure about this machine and how it's supposed to function. I believe it takes in gas, or are the actual things in gases, or like what the heck is this big thing on the top for? Like items? Like items? It takes in items or something? Huh? I don't know. Okay, good. It doesn't connect up to the thing. So we're just gonna say it goes like this. We're going to say next to it goes chemical dissolution chamber. Oh, and this thing has a big thing on its side as well. Oh, spinning. I love this part. My stick got stuck. Alright, so now I need to take this thing through the actual process here. I'll need to take advanced alloy through this, and it's actually really easy, this machine. You know, I was thinking we were going to spend 2 episodes making these machines. Nah, not even. We were going to take 5 seconds to make every single machine. Or dictionifier. Shift M for prescription. What do? A machine used to unify and translate between various items and blocks using the OR dictionary. Wait, that sounds overpowered. Oh, I'm gonna exploit that thing. I'm going to exploit it. What are you thinking I'm thinking right now? Put it down below in comment section. I'll read it when I get back in like what? This will probably come out in March, so I'll be back in April for you all, and I'll read it, and then I'll be like, actually, if I have time to read it, I'll be back. Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't read it, but just put it down below, because why not anyway? Anyway, I need to connect. Check this out. So this thing goes from big to small. Not sure what the big is, but it goes to small, and that's what I need. So I need to go different big, small, like this. Boom. And I think this is done. So basically, chemical dissolution chamber is the start of the line. Then it goes to here. Boom. But wouldn't big be something else? I'm not even too sure about this thing, how this is supposed to work. But anyway. I'm very confused by these. Anyway, I'm not gonna need your help with this, my friends, because I think I have this. So I need to make sulfur trioxide now, which is the hard part, because, and also this is where things get really confusing, because sulfur trioxide is used, is it mechanism sulfuric acid? Is there sulfuric acid in mechanism? Yes, there is. Okay. I was gonna say this is gonna get really confusing, but this is actually decent, kind of. So sulfur trioxide is kind of used, well, it is definitely used to make sulfuric acid. The sulfur trioxide is supposed to be dissolved in water, but hey, water vapor. Technically, this would be making sulfuric acid, so I guess it's good. Why not? Let's just say, well, it's water vapor, so I mean, I guess it works. And this is a gas, so they combine, they do their stuff. Well, the water dissolves the sulfur trioxide, making sulfuric acid. Boom. In this one, we have oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Not sure about this one because you'd have to be burning it. I guess that would work, maybe. I don't know. Actually, probably yeah. Probably yeah. Anyway, so that's probably working. Deconcentrating. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get the point. Anyway, we just need to make a chemical oxidizer to start off. So this is going to be our first machine we have to start with, which is actually pretty painful. So we have to make that one. And then we also... What is true sulfuric acid mechanism? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Creative gas tank for sulfuric acid. It's not a gas. The sulfur trioxide is a gas. Sulfuric acid is not a gas. Why is it in a gas tank? Yeah, you can concentrate it into sulfuric acid. Oh, you're just making it into a gas. This mod has some issues sometimes, in my opinion. I will shut my mouth and spaghettify. Alright, let's go ahead and make our chemical infuser, because I need to make a chemical confuser again. Yes. So, we'll make... This is actually not going to be too bad. We'll need 2 of these. How are we going to get water vapor? Don't question it, my friends. This is going to be pretty easy.